Hi, it's Darnell at Wave Oven Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up bacon in the KitchenAid Countertop Oven with air fry. So let's get cooking right now. Okay, so for you who know how I do bacon on this channel lately, you know I'm going to use a pan and also a rack of sorts. In this cooker you have to use like this kind of grilling rack inside of the bake pan when you're doing anything with drippings, but underneath, when I'm doing bacon, I always put some wet paper towels underneath, because once I started using that method, it always works out great, catches drippings, prevents a lot of smoke, makes cleanup real easy. I mean, it's a real good method for me. So I'm going to get some wet paper towels and put them up under this rack here. And just to show how much I use about 4 of these small section paper towels. So just going to get them wet, and then I squeeze the excess water out of them. Alright, so here they are, wet and water squeezed out. And so basically have it kind of like in a 2-layer type of setup, so that they just kind of set in there nice and easy. And put that rack there. And now for my bacon, I've got some Smithfield thick cut cherry wood smoked bacon for this cook, and so going to go ahead and start putting it on the rack here. So we'll see how many slices we can get on the rack at one time. I'm going to go ahead and try and, let's see, if I put them this way they'd be too long, so I can put them that way. Get this paper towel out of the way here. Alright, so with a little space for breathing room, I'm only able to get 5 slices on this rack. So, you know, that's the max we can do with this thick sliced bacon, is just 5 slices. So we'll go with that. Now before we put the bacon in, this particular cooker has a preheat, so we're going to use it. And I have things set to air fry. I have a rack on rack level 2, which is the higher rack in this cooker. It only has 2 rack levels. And I'll be putting a pan on that after the preheat. But I wake the cooker up. I'm going to take the temp down to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I tap the knob. I'm going to leave it at 30 minutes. I know it's not going to need, Lord willing, 30 minutes to cook the bacon. I'm pretty sure it won't. But I'm just going to leave it at 30 and pull things when they look like they're done. So I'm going to hit start now. When the preheat is finished, we'll get the bacon on in. Okay, so the preheat is all done, so it doesn't pause or anything. You just got to open up and put the bacon on in there and close up, and then I just turn it back to my full 30 minutes. So we'll see how long this takes to cook up, and then I'll bring you on back. So I've let this bacon cook for about 16 minutes, and I think it's looking done. So I'm just going to open up and have a look here. And I haven't had any smoke until I opened the door there. You saw that waft of smoke. Now you see there's obviously overcooking in the back compared to the front. The back is definitely overcooking. So I'm going to spin it around just to try and even out things a bit. So I'm going to close up like that there. And so you want to be mindful of, you know, maybe partway through the cook, maybe halfway through, just spin the rack around. I'm just going to give this maybe a couple more minutes and then pull it on out of there. Alright, so it's gone a little over 18 minutes now. I'm just going to have another look in there, and I only get smoke when I open the door, but yeah, 18 minutes is good. So I'm going to cancel to shut things down and get the bacon out of there. But you see how it looks after about 18 minutes. It's you know, the spin did help. So you know, you probably could go between 16 and 18 minutes. Be sure to spin it. I think if I spun it earlier, a good 16 minutes might have done it well, but we'll go with this. So just getting the slices off of here, you can see the back side looks pretty decent. I'll just get all of these plated here now. Wish I could have gotten more than 5 on, but you know, this cooker, its dimensions are what they are. Alright, so that turned out pretty good. I'd say, you know, maybe you could do 18 and you do 9 and 9, or 8 and 8, depending on your preference of degree of cook. But there was no smoke issue. That was cool. And so there's our finished bacon. So now we're going to do a taste test. Alright, so here's our bacon. Let's give it a taste. I'll just taste this piece here. And it is, you know, it's kind of stiff. I mean, it's limp, but it's not like really limp. So it's kind of like in-betweenish limp. But it feels pretty nice for bacon. It feels pretty nice. Alright, so the outcome is good. The bacon turned out good. It did take a little time compared to some other cookers. I mean, about 18-19 minutes is a good bit of time for bacon. Just remember, definitely with this cooker you have to spin in order to get things even on both sides. And so, you know, all the same, you can get your bacon knocked out. There were no smoke issues. Just opening the door, smoke came out. Other than that, there was never any waft of smoke, not even a bit of smoke coming out the door at all. So that's real good. The smoke management in the cooker was real good. Of course, the paper towel method helps with that a lot as well. And so with all that said, if you're interested, I do have a cookbook on sale. You can find a link to get that in the video description. Also, you can get a printable copy of this recipe, link for that in the video description. And you can find other recipes on my blog at superwaveovenrecipes.com. And if you're interested in the cooker itself, there's a referral link. Pay the same price, help this channel. And also, with all of that said, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Share the video with a friend. Leave your comments. Subscribe. Hit that notification icon. And good eating.